Hello and welcome to this week's video, which is on the PC, and it is the Stanley Parable, a game that can quite almost be described as the Deadpool of video games. So, without further ado, the Stanley Parable. End is never the end is never the end is never the loading. Okay, I didn't. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
But I don't want to step out of my office. I don't even know if my controls work yet. Ay. Alright. I can't click on anything now. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
I can't actually get out.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Whoa. Whoa. What? Okay, the door's open now. Okay, give me a moment. I knew this game was going to be a bit mindfucky, but I wasn't expecting it quite so soon. One moment. Right, so I think I've got my bearings. So I'm Stanley, I'm guessing, and I'm basically supposed to do what the narrator says. Why is the that wasn't me, dude. Just turn the camera. Now it's not going anywhere. What the fuck? Game. What have I got myself into? And why?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What meeting room? Where's the meeting room? Where? Where is this meeting room? You could give me a number and just tell me where this meeting room is. Where is everybody? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck you. Tell me what to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, game. Okay. I see where we're going here. I see. Why has this not got a number? They're all locked. Why are you all locked? Why?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay then. What's going on with this game?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay. I think I've had enough of this room. It's a bit too blue for my liking.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I was about to leave. You got anything else to say? Ooh, a cup.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yeah, to just get on with it. Okay, I get your message.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
This door here. But there's a chair there. That's a bit ominous, but I'll go down here in a minute. I'll be a minute.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Sorry. I should mention, I'm coming back off a cold, well, like a really bad illness thing. I lost my voice for a little bit, so yeah, my voice is a little bit weird. I do apologise, and I might be a bit croaky and a bit coffee. I'll edit most of it out. I do apologise. Yeah, I do hear directions, but I want to go the way I want to go. Do not lie. If you are lying, right now, stop. I've never seen a sign like that ever in my whole life. Right, well, anyway. Can I even go back through here? No, I can't, so... It looks like once you've made a decision, you kinda gotta stick with it. So I don't know where I am now. And why do the doors keep closing behind me? It's giving me the creeps. Oh. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. But you'd be dead. How are you going to charge... Well, I live in Britain. Trust me, they can charge you even when you're not alive anymore. Well, in Britain, money counts more than your life. So I've got nowhere else to go. There's no jump button. I've looked at the controls and... Okay then, looks like I've got to get a penalty.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What are you talking about? Who? What? Where? Why? How? There's no narrator. I'm a bit scared. Why? Where's the narrator? Where are you? Narrator! I know I ignored your instructions, but I miss you. That's a creepy freaking door. Can I just get out? Ah, boo. Ah!
That's her, Stanley.
Who?
You need to be the one to do this.
Who?
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
But I don't know who you're going to talk to. Who? What? Where? Why? I'm blind.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No thank you. Goodbye now.
Sorry,
Ah!
but you're in my story now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like the narrator as much anymore. I don't like that creepy thing. Where is it? Hello.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Fuck. Good morning. Press V on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his
Why?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
I want to
It was
go.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
No, I don't want to watch TV. Let me fucking go. I didn't know this is where we're going. Can I go now, please? Can I just let me, please? I'm gonna have to push V, aren't I?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner? Who for?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What? What? What?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I am playing. What's it? What is?
But there is no
Oh,
answer.
well,
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Yes, please.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I'll do as you say. I'm not pushing it. I don't know what he wanted me to do, but I'm not going to push it. Okay, now what? Narrator! Narrator! Fenton! Philip! I'm not pushing the button. Am I supposed to push the button? Am I not supposed to push the button? I don't like this game already. I should have guessed with the word parable in the title. This is getting awkward. Oh. I don't know what to do. No, I'll push it then, okay? I'll push it. Okay?
You see?
Oh.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I literally can't do what you're telling me to do. I think I get it now. So, how about if I push all the other keys? Does that not cancel? No? No? Can you just let me out? Can I just go home, please? I really don't like this job anymore. I have to push it. I have no choice. Otherwise, we just sit here forever. Okay.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried.
What the fuck is going on? What the What the... Am I dead? Is this heaven or hell? I didn't know there was an afterlife. Wait, the camera's turning by itself again. Stop that. Get out this room.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Stuck on a wall. Stuck on a wall. Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I think I've learnt my lesson. Door on the left. Door on the left. Happy now? Fenton!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How come I really doubt that I'm going to get an answer for anything? Oh, broom closet. Oh, the door's in my face. Ah, I'm getting confused. This is a big ass broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, there is stuff here. There is some stuff. Not much, but some.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Anything else?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Welcome to my channel, narrator. You've clearly never met me before.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
No, I'm just staying here. No, I'm not going.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
There's a story? I thought this was just a clusterfuck to mess with my
Maybe
brain.
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I love that narrator. Oh, fucking oh.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Yeah.
That or with drug money.
No.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes. Is that it?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Well,
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
okay.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
How ruddy dare you, good sir? Now I'm liking the game again. Thank you, Broom Closet. You're just what I needed, as always. Dun, 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 dun. Up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh. Oh, that's the bathroom. What, can I go in the bathroom? Oh, jet. Ooh. Where's the boss? Uh-oh. This room reminds me of the demo. I remember playing the demo a fair while ago off at channel. I don't think the video's even still on the channel. Can we go in here? I see the gap. Let me through. I just had a parcel been delivered and I've lost...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I can't...
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, but where is it? 2845. Yeah, but where's the thing?
2845.
Yes. Oh, it's there. 284.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I don't know whether to trust this narrator or not. I really don't. I just got confused with that keypad because bloody parcel, bloody delivery, fucking bloody... Slightly creepy, slightly creepy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay then. Righty ho. This game's got me slightly on edge.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do I have to? I don't really want to. Do I have to? I will if I have to. Oh, fuck's sake. Escape? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Dumpy, dumpy, doobity doo. I don't know. I don't. Stop giving me choices, game. I'm awful at choices when you give me no information. I know that says mind control, which obviously sounds bad, but this game, it might be good. Escape might be bad. That looks more sinister down there. Yeah, we'll go here. Definitely here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Ooh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Is this like the world's... This reminds me of like the most epic, like... This is something Linus would do if he was a billionaire. If he was like Elon Musk levels of money. He would just go, in today's video, sponsored by whoever still for some other reason because I'm a billionaire, just do like a gaming setup with a bajillion TVs in a circle. It's like, who needs a VR headset when you can just build a whole circle full of fucking TVs? That's quite a cool idea, actually. Alright, what now? Oh, camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. I didn't think they'd use the TVs for this sort of thing. Well, actually, in a game like this, I'm not surprised.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
So, this game's claiming that there's some sort of mind control that controls people to just be like slaves, essentially. They've clearly either never been to Britain or they stole the idea from Britain. Because that's what public school does. It's just training you to be a slave. Like, I'm not joking. Biggest example of this, in primary school, and one of the main things that stood out in my memory. If you want to go to the bathroom, you have to raise your hand. I heard that, what the fuck. You have to raise your hand and ask permission to go to the bathroom. For nature's one of the more basic things in human nature, to have to go and use the bathroom. And stuff like that, which just drills it into your mind from an early age to be obedient and to be a servant for when you get to grow up and become a working class member of society. I wonder what's back this way. Can I actually... What's that screen with all the writing on? I want to see. Oh, now it changes. Are you taking the piss? Okay, go back over here then. Alright, on to the little woobly thing.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I'll stop pushing the
For
buttons.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, how do you expect me to do that? I see a big thing with a number on it. Why you got a number? Why is it giving me flashbacks to the 8 game from the demo? 5. 5. 5. It does nothing. Stop. The camera keeps turning itself. I don't know if it's the game or if it's just my setup. Awaiting input. Uh-oh. I'm supposed to destroy it. How do I destroy it? This isn't Wolfenstein or Just Cause 3. That's where I came from. Is it? I think. No, it's a different number. It's all got numbers on the walls. Why has it got numbers on the walls? Right, and now there's a game on. We got a game on. Where's number 3? Where's number 3? There's 5. 1 and 2 are over there. Ah, up there. Is that number 4? Up there. Where's number 3? There's 1 and 2. There's 5. There's 4. Where's 3? Where's fucking number... Is this a setup? Is this a setup? Am I just walking into a setup here where there is no number 3? Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Oh no, I'm going to be spending too long now looking for this fucking keypad. Where are you? I'm not giving up. That's number 4. Do I just have to push number 4 without number 3? Then go to number 5. Why do I feel like I'm on a wild goose chase? Like this is just made for suckers. Oh, there's a button there though. Can't click it. Okay. Then. Where's number 5 gone? I've forgotten where it is. Over here somewhere? Yeah, over there. Watch this do absolutely nothing. I feel like such a sucker. Still does nothing. Edit that out. Mind control idle, awaiting input. You don't need to do any Windows updates first before we begin. System.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yeah, but what if we can use it for good? Like we can make mind control, make it for turn bad people into good people. That would work, wouldn't it? No? Too risky? Okay, that's a bit creepy. Okay, off. Ah! Where am I?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What door? Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Right, so apparently that's a first run through of it. So what? What? Okay, this is definitely not over. You said I've just beaten the game. Are you like game? Are you playing with my tail? Don't do that. So apparently I beat the game, but I don't think I have. I basically just walked out my job and switched off all the computers before I went. Let's I'm not cleaning this up. This wasn't me. I swear. Probably.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Why is that door open there? You teasing motherfucker. Oh, can I use the ladder? Can I use it? Please, can I? Oh, why are all the doors locked? No one's even here. Who locks all the doors? It must be a fire safety sort of issue. You can't just leave all the doors locked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, but I went on the door on the left, and I can't. No, that would be going in circles.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I know.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I want to see what happens if I go this way and if I don't die. There must be a way to get through this side and not die.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hang on. Oh no, I remember last time, this is where I messed up. I went down there. Yeah, this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Don't do this game. Don't tell me to go that way and then clearly have something there lit up that's basically saying, use me! Use me! Fucking... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, give the oh, right, go that way. Okay, well I have this way to go if there's nothing here. Okay. Slightly strange.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, that's pretty much the British way of dealing with things. Don't go in the broom closet. Don't go in the...
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. See, we're getting to know each other now. Ah, okay. I love the fact that it remembers what you did. Oh, it's so good. I like it. Right, last time we went upstairs. What's downstairs?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. I want to go downstairs. Okay. Who the fuck parks
But
there?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
What the
He wasn't
fuck?
crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
What
back
the-
to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
Whoa!
off the ground.
Whoa! Whoa!
Then he imagined himself
Whoa.
soaring through space on a magical starfield.
What?
And
Where?
it too
Where?
appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
I'm scared.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Yeah,
One he was
what the
amazed
fuck?
he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Help.
Could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yes.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm not. Why am I still here?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So, am I dead? I think I might have messed that one up just a little. Oh no, it's gone tidy now. Oh, camera's going by itself. Stop it. Stop. What is it with this room? Is it freaking haunted? Are you going to close?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Why is the door not shutting?
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
This game, I love you, but I'm going to play a bit more of this, but I really recommend, if you get a chance to ever play this on the PC, play it for yourself first. I should have said this at the start of the video, but you probably already know. If it looked good at the start of the video, you would have already gone off and bought it and played it anyway. But for those people who don't have PC, who can't play this game for themselves, I'm going to keep playing it a bit longer so you get to see more of it. Because I understand, as much as I want to not play it, but I understand some people don't have the platform, can't play the game, so it's nice to let those people who can choose to stay and watch a little longer and see more of the game. Right. Why is the door not shutting though? I still don't get it. Why is the door not shutting? The door was always shutting. None of the doors are shutting. Does that mean I can also open doors now? No. Apparently not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How about this time we go that way but take the lift down? Oh, we can see if we can do this way again, but differently. Now you're shutting doors behind me, are you? Ones where I can't, where it's important, so I can't change my mind. Okay. God, that's some bloody sunlight. Have we just game like paused and set in the middle of an atomic bomb?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, come on! It's my favourite room, you bastards! You utter bastard! Right, this time we'll go...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't remember what happened when I went downstairs. We'll go upstairs. I don't know why. This is just a crapshoot now. Can I go in here? Apparently not. No. Fucking stairs. Right, one of you is lying. Either I'm dead or I'm not. Which one of you? Box is there, so I'm not going that way, obviously. I'm dying. Well, that's quite ironic. I see a Stanley Parable sign. Is this the end?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. The narrator was a bit mental, in my opinion. I mean, for a start, when I decided I didn't want to play his game, he just locked me in the game. And now I've been stuck here and losing my marbles and just, I don't know whether to trust my decisions anymore.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Fuck? Is this the layout what I've been walking? Hang on, is this my... What the fuck? This is where we started the fucking game from, in the fucking office. Then you come out here through the fucking here, nothing there, and then all the fucking doors are locked, and then you fucking go around here, and then you end... What? 1, 2, and 3? Where the fuck am I? It feels like an art gallery, but... For me, or a filing cabinet. What's going on? Office computers, they're all crap and old. You people are fucking mental. I love your game though. Well done, people. Who's the narrator? Brighting. Yeah, that kind of matches the personality. Alright, what's with the doors? Are the numbers? There's number 3. I can't find number 3. Did it make noise when I found them earlier? Locked. 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 What the hell? Oh, we've got 2 doors, left and right. Which? I'll go left first. Looks more interesting. What's in here? This is like some weird art gallery of the game. Photocopier? What the fuck is going on? The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. What? I was supposed to lose, not win. What the fuck? Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. I can barely see because there's a white on white. What the fuck? It's going on. I haven't bumped into that bit. Where was that? What's this? Early in development, we designed an editing where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Okay. That ain't a door, is it? How was that? Green light. Oh, very well done if this came from green light. Is this the end of the game? It feels very much like the end of the game. Narrator emails. Will the game final warning, there is a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Okay. Enter any other rooms? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering, but I can't get in any of the other rooms. Officers don't care. What the hell? Game design mock. This is the weirdest credits I've ever been through. If this is the credits.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
So is this where I turn the game off? But once it break my recording? I am so confused.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You
What?
can stop the program before they
What?
both fail. Push
What?
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
If you push escape, the game just pauses.
Don't let time choose.
What was the
for
other
you.
button she said?
Don't let time
What was the other button you said? I only remember you said escape. I can't remember any other button. Am I dead now? Am I actually dead now? What's going on? Hello? Anybody? Anybody? Has the game crashed? Hello? I'm playing the game. Where? What's happened? Seriously? Game? 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 Is this how it ends? That's how do I can only begin the game. What if I quit it, maybe? Well, oh no, the game's up. Oh no, have I brought the recording now? Oh fuck. Well, as it turns out, I think that's the end of the game because it's completely closed off my screen. Yeah. That was the Stanley Parable. It is one of the most fun, weird adventures. I hope that the recording's not broken. But yeah. Yeah, that was how long we've been playing? About like an hour. It feels like it's a lifetime. It was quite amazing. So yeah, that was the Stanley Parable. I might even come back one day and pick all the options that I didn't do and see what other secrets I didn't find. But yeah, that was certainly a once in a lifetime experience. Amazing. I'll see you in next week's video. For now, goodbye. Oh, fucking hell. My brain.